Everybody, Smoky Smokes here with yet another tobacco review, although this is going to be a little bit of a different one. So we're going to be trying a tobacco element, or mixing tobacco. I don't know what the technical term for it is. Sometimes they call it mixing tobaccos. So essentially what this is, it's a basic component that goes into tobacco. So, for instance, I have Burley, Red Virginias, Perique, Fly Cavendish. I ordered these a few days ago, and just yesterday they came in. Now I'm pretty excited. I have this bowl here. I'm going to start mixing tobaccos and just testing some stuff out, and hopefully eventually I'll find something that actually tastes really good, but we'll see where I go with it. But I've tried all of those except for Latakia on its own, and I'm not going to be doing that because that's just smelling it. It's way too strong. You can't smoke that on its own. I really don't think so. But Turkishes I've never had from. Turkish I think is a very basic name. It's a very broad name for Turkishes and Orientals. I think they're the same thing based on what I looked up. I don't correct me on that if I'm wrong, but they smell. Usually when I have Turkishes in a tobacco blend, they taste creamy and slightly sweet. But it could be completely different. Maybe it's the way it's blending, I don't know. It smells herby, just like normal tobacco does. It's like it's kind of not a light smell, not a heavy smell, it's like a moderate strength. It smells slightly sweet. Almost like Virginia's, but not quite. I'm just going to try a little bit here just to see what it tastes like on its own. I did this before. I have previous videos. I did tabletop reviews of all of those tobaccos, again, except for Latakia, which I'm not even going to try. I'm not even going to bother with that one, but... It was funny, I remember tasting Burley in the past. It tasted like nothing. It was like I was smoking smoke. It was so weird. It had no flavor on its own anyway. Huh. On its own, it has a very smoky flavor. Hang on. It's actually not terrible on its own. Yellow Virginias, when I had those, they were way too hot. It smoked so hot if it's alone. It's supposed to be, you're supposed to blend it with stuff. You're not supposed to smoke it on its own. But I was curious to see how it tasted, and it was really hot. It tasted like tea. It was kind of gross. Burley didn't taste like anything. Cavendish was actually okay. It had a mildly sweet flavor. Like, you can smoke it on its own. It's not meant to be, but Perique, don't even bother. It's a really strong flavor on its own, but most of them either don't taste like anything, or they taste gross, or they taste or too hot, or something wrong with them if you have them alone. But this actually almost can work, like, on its own. Huh. It's like, it's really flavorful, not necessarily in a good way on its own, but I mean, if you were to blend it with tobaccos, it is a good thing. It's just, wow, that's interesting. It's very smoky. It's almost reminiscent of Latakia, but there's like a sweetness, but it's not a sweetness. But that's how I'm describing it. It's just like this extra flavor. It's kind of like describing like the term fishy. What does fishy taste like? I don't know. It just tastes like fish. It's like, how do you describe how it tastes? You have to try it. Or gamey. What does gamey taste like? It's kind of like that. It's its own thing. I can't really. I almost figured out a way to describe it. Hang on. It's floral. That's it. It's kind of a floral. Because I was picturing like perfume, like, you know, that kind of like, however you would describe that flavor, if you can call it that. It's floral. It's very smoky and very floral. And that's why when there's tobaccos with Orientals in them, it tastes really floral, has a floral flavor. That because Turkish, from what I understand, Turkishes and Orientals are the same thing. Maybe those words are used to define specifics in the tobaccos, but this is Turkish Izmir, or Izmir, maybe. There's different kinds of Turkishes. I just picked up the most basic one I could find, but smoky and floral. So it can be smoked on its own. It's not meant to be. It's not great on its own, but it's one of the better tasting tobaccos I've had on its own. So anyway, if you're interested in how florals or Turkishes taste, that's the best I can describe this one anyway. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and start mixing stuff up, and I'll be sure to show you some videos on those. So stay tuned.